snap into a kill one or two of your members with a point-and-click stun, with the Braum blocking so much of this dive coming in from WE.
In the proper states, and now they're going to try and take the Dragon. It's Weibo that have to answer and kind of force their way back up. As Vampire tries to create a bit of a hover. Monkey and Taeyun need a bit more time to try and get through this Dragon. But yeah, Tien has walked up close enough to get vision on here, about 14K. 50-50 looming, but Weibo are going to respect the vision control WE have, and the Dragon will be picked up at 1 HP by Monkey's back.
Very funny that he still ends up going for the smite there.
Test these grubs now. WE have pigeonholed themselves. Will they try and brute force their way back through as they now set up Cube for a flank of his own?
Light can't get into this fight, and Bessa misses.
Yep, Breathe completely whiffs, and that ult is really going to sink Weibo, as now it's the route back through for WE. They have Tien forced up against the wall. He has to flash out. Luckily for Weibo, they get 2 of the grubs before they have to burn some summoners.
Yet Cube is going to have a massive flank here. Monkey!
All right, not what he's expecting on the other side of that blast code. Tien going to smite with that execute like you talked about on the Pantheon to get the scuttle, but it comes at a cost if they can get the perfect execute. Glacial Prisoner isn't going to stun up Karis enough. Tien does not have the E to break the wall, and it's a Monkey to break the back of the support jungle duo for Weibo. Doing a beautiful job setting up with that double headbutt pulverize, and then what does he do? Pops Unbreakable Will and dares Light to try and walk past him. So Lucian doesn't get any damage. Recipe for success when it comes to WE, and now they're getting the fruits of war coming through, or fruits of skirmish, if you will. To answer this bot wave, as both bottom laners are still trying to use that limited range to find a bit of a fight here as Monkey gets back out first. Exhaust comes across. Chris's shield is going to be broken soon. The heal for the speed up. The calling into Vampire's face will easily chop down on it like breakfast. Feats of warfare secured by Monkey. The re-engage for Vampire. He still wants more, and Light sees Monkey fly halfway across the screen with Karis executed on the turn. Can the Sand Soldiers get the kill? Yes, they get one back on a Monkey, but Karis is able to bounce back. Can Tien find the point-click stun over? Breathe flashes forward, but now Cube gets to hold the front line at bay. Xiaohu just a little bit too low to ever try and compete in this fight, but there's the stun layer. Taeyun's gonna go back forward. The Valkyrie flashes after Xiaohu finds the kill. Can Breathe find the terrain? Taeyun is dancing around in the public execution with the chains layered on the Aatrox. No! Taeyun's gonna fall, and now we're into a 2-on-2. Cube's running out of World Ender. Karis is waiting on cooldowns, doesn't have the HP bar, and Chris is here to try and save the play that he was picked off on.
Vampire's coming!
But Cube is still healing, still thriving, and now Vampire's back. It's the never-ending fight until WE slam the door on Weibo. Down falls Tien to give them 5 kills, unless he flashes away, but the headbutt pulverized, there it is. 5 kills to cross a minute for WE.
How, some way, ending here for Team WE. Multiple kills here for the solo lanes, and the shutdown onto Monkey needs to have been worth it there as they lose an objective, and that's straight up the feats of warfare and the feats of strength going over to Team WE for his team.
Weibo still have access to this Grand Starfall that we haven't seen used, by the way. 19 minutes in, the post execution has used a lot. Karis gets thrown into the air. The alley-oop dunk down from the Spring Tiger is pristine. Karis doesn't even get to use a single ability.
There it is.
And here comes the Grand Starfall into the backline. Taeyun, you are marked for death. Can Light get close enough, though? That's a good headbutt coming across from Vampire. Gets the stun across. Chris goes down in the front line to Cube, who's just holding all the damage dealers at bay, mocking on them, daring them to chase down their AD carry. And now, all of a sudden, WE have another man advantage. They don't have a jungler. Weibo won't even try and contest this Dragon. WE will just not relent. Weibo can't find a way to win a fight right now. And right now, WE are finding success playing through Monkey, who's onto the Otacon. He's going to come right off of it with that slippery interference. Just go after the free kill that is Chris. Glacial Fissure gets the shield up, but still, Monkey will follow. Get the first reset with a stun skill layer. Monkey's going to go down. Light gets that kill picked up. Into the backline goes Breathe. The knockups are coming across the board.
Cube
shuts down Breathe. Cube able to provide so much space on this Aatrox. Xiaohu's Sand Soldiers just aren't doing enough right now to keep Weibo competitive.
First, it's going to be the Alistar. Now it's going to be Cube. How much more can they get from the side of Team WE?
Vampire knows it. Tien doesn't have the health bars to compete here. They'll lean on the range of Xiaohu and get an assist from Otacon, getting a ton of damage onto Taeyun.
Tien can Grand Star fall back.
Yeah, it's a great point. I think WE really want this Otacon to reset, I would think, because Monkey is running back over. Who gets here first, the Pantheon or the Nefiri? It's got to be Monkey. WBG just burned the Otacon before the ult comes across here, and
gone.
they will. Otacon secured. Where is the Grand Starfall? Where are the support coming through for Weibo? That's a great Emperor's Divide to shut Monkey away from the back line, but now WBG, they just don't have to fight. Just run away with your Otacon. That spear's got to hurt, though. Vampire gets the first kill. Breathe. Public Execution not available just yet to dash through. Cube has the World Ender. Flash forward for Breathe, but Tayo gets out. All of WBG gets out with the Otacon highway robbery.
All right, but how much more can Weibo actually grab from this? It's going to be some jungle camp stolen, a turret finally taken here for Team WBG. So as long as Breathe is nowhere nearby, this public execution is going to be his only way into this fight.
Okay, Cube, gotta be careful. Face checking the brush. Gets away from the public execution though, and the World Ender heal with the Sterex.
That's huge.
Keeps him alive, but yeah, you knock Cube out of this fight. Now you have to deal with Karis though. Spotted out in the brush by Breathe. They're going toe for toe, throwing blow after blow. Vampire gonna try and frontline here. They just need to get Monkey to secure the dragon. If they drop a couple members, it won't really matter, but where is Tien? Can he get the dragon?
Monkey's
yes!
out!
It gets down to 200 HP, and the dragon is secured. Weibo with a lifeline, cutting off a huge win con for WE. And now they're going to chase down the kills. The Grand Starfall comes across, but the stun is interrupted. Tien will take Vampire instead of Cube. And Taeyun and Cube, they're going to try and huddle up around their tier 1 turret, but that's not safe enough when Breathe is running it down from the brush. Taeyun goes down without trading out light. Cube will fall to the Sand Soldiers. Here comes the Weibo comeback.
There it is. You see it in the bottom there. Xiaohu with the most amount of damage in that fight. Just WE on different pages. Monkey is sending it onto different members of Weibo. Pretty dangerous spot to be in. Another situation where a mid-game fight here for WE does not go perfect and ends up really backfiring in their face. All of that gold lead that Monkey had is completely gone now. And this could be another turret here falling. Again, 2 grubs here for Weibo. If they ever decide to back off, there's another fight that ends up getting picked. Maybe someone else gets caught. Potentially a Baron here with a Lucian and a Nazir. Because of the legacy, because of the role he's going to have to play on Nazir. Crisp does survive. This is just a turret here for Cars. Has a teleport behind.
Coling, not really going to get much damage, but yeah, Breathe has set the trap. Going to spring it now with the Grand Starfall. It's layered well, but Taeyun's going to flash away from the public execution. Chris gets out of dodge. Taeyun goes down, and now Cube has nobody to really help him hold the front line because Vampire is far too low. WE spiraling on the back foot, and Weibo are looking to capitalize at the Baron pit.
All right, Vampire, he has no HP. Is he going to look for a teleport swap back? Either way, it's going to be a numbers advantage here for Weibo. They can grab this Baron.
Oh my god, Monkey! Caution to the wind, dives in first, headstrong, and boy, does it fall flat. Weibo read him like a book, and boom goes the dynamite. Weibo in control, and the Baron, their crown jewelling prize.
Weibo have bought themselves back into this series, back into this game. The likelihood we see a game 3 is only continuing to grow here. Vampire, you're just doing cardio, man. You're just visiting the Baron Pit area. You're a tourist right now in this side of the map. You're going to go back home, and that is going to be Baron confirmed for Weibo as they find another fight where WE, they just are not able to play a great teleport from Breathe to get it right into the back line of WE.
Yeah, and the win con now is Xiaohu is 3 items deep on this Azir that we talked about at so much range. WE going for the same play they always have, which is going after Chris. Survives and thrives. There's their Emperor's Divide to stop Karis going to the backline. This time they do execute Chris, and the Dragon is picked up. Breathe goes in the backline with the public execution, but he gets knocked up by Vampire. Monkey goes back in, but falls flat once more. Stun lock on to Taeyun from Tien. The executes of these assassins through WE just aren't hitting the same.
That's it. That's the game right there. Weibo have fought way too many times in this series right now, and they are making it count here versus Team WE. See how many tricky antics Cars can get up to. That's a spear shot right to the back, and that'll just end the game on the spot here. If the Nexus doesn't explode in the next 2 minutes, it's not all too concerning, as Weibo have absolutely gone to the point where their carries are in a really defining position. Light and Xiaohu standing side by side with Baron still at their backs for the next 35, and now 2 dragons that they've been able to grab for themselves.
Welcome back to another episode of What the Hell is Vampire Doing? As well on this bot side. Tia gonna flash under the turn, just kill him off.
Okay.
Yeah, or a straight up throw. Misposition from Weibo. Breathe is not about to do that. Going after Vampire. Commit 2 ults for this Alistair, who is served up the side of Rise. So, but at this point, you know, burning those ultimates really just provides more value to knock down some of these standing turrets and get waves pressed up against WE's base. Like you mentioned, the gold lead wasn't big. It's important to remember that they had that 3K gold lead 3-0 up in Dragons and with Otacon buff as well on top of all of that. 25 seconds. Feels impossible for W to ever go for that, and then after that, a 3rd straight Infernal Drake to deny that win con that we thought was so free for WE not too long ago.
That could just be the end of the game, and Tien, I mean, he has Flash, he's ready for that Comet shot, he's looking for it, they want it.
Oh, but Breeze's teleport was the real killer blow there. Tien doesn't even have to commit that Flash, and Monkey down.
Care about the Baron right now. This is all for this Dragon. Chris.
Before, just going after Chris, burning so much on top of him. Taeyun has Breathe right in his grill, and that is a sore sight to see for WE fans. Breathe hasn't killed him off just yet, but it doesn't matter because behind him, all of WE crumble, and we're not going to need Baron.
Early game, you got to think about the stylistic mismatch there, where both of these teams are not early game focused. Great comeback here from Weibo in game number 2.
Great game from Tien and Light. Really stabilize what was, again, such a...
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.